Plessy versus Ferguson. The Plessy versus Ferguson case occurred on April 13, 1896, when an old shoemaker by the name of Homer Adolph Plessy, who was 1/8 black and 7/8 Caucasian, was arrested because he refused to sit in the black railway carriage car on a train in New Orleans. Homer questioned the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment by asking whether or not the Separate but Equal Clause was constitutional. On May 18, 1896, the court ruled that the separate but equal laws were constitutional. The judge at the trial was John Howard Ferguson, who, prior to the case, had declared that the Separate Car Act was unconstitutional on trains that travel through the state. However, in the Plessy versus Ferguson case, he decided that the states had their own choice to operate railroad companies operating in their state. And so he found Plessy guilty of staying in the train car and refusing to leave. After this, Plessy appealed to the Supreme Court, which also upheld the Ferguson decision with an 8-1 vote. The only justice who sided with Plessy was Justice John Harlan. He claimed, "Our Constitution is colorblind." He also said that the country is not divided up into blacks and whites, men and women, but that all are equal. On account of these rulings, southern states immediately began to apply the separate but equal concept in a majority of public accommodations, such as schools and drinking fountains. This case ruling was later overturned in the case of Brown versus Board of Ed in 1954.